Here's the final part of the birthday special, in which it's time to play Jeopardy for the Xbox 360.
This is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1. Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories: science, tongue twisters, baseball potpourri, banned books, whacked, and unofficial state nicknames. Player 1, this story was banned in California because the heroine was bringing wine as well as food to her grandma. Player 1.
Little Red Riding Hood,
Player 1. In 1929, Italy banned his Call of the Wild, and Yugoslavia banned all of his books as being too radical.
Who's Jack London?
Let's hear it, Player 1. Yes. Player 1. Predictably, in 1967, Lysistrata by Aristophanes was banned in this country, then controlled by a military junta. It's Player 1.
So is Greece.
Yeah, good.
Alright.
Player 1. England indicted this supporter of the Revolutionary War for his rights of man. His publisher was prosecuted. It's Player 1.
I will say, who is Thomas Paine?
That's right. Way to go. Player 1. Viola's cross-dressing in this Shakespeare play ran afoul of a New Hampshire prohibition of Alternative Lifestyle Act. Let's hear it, Player 1.
I'm pretty sure it's not Two Gentlemen of Verona. I'll say what is Twelfth Night.
Yes.
Alright.
Player 1. The MVP of the World Series receives an award named for this Yankee slugger. It's Player 1.
Who is Babe Ruth?
Player 1. It's the vegetable term for a lazy fly ball that's easy to catch. Yes, Player 1?
Was it Beanbag?
Sorry.
No.
Any other takers? We're talking about a can of corn.
Oh.
Player 1. Here's Kelly to start us off.
A good place to hit the ball is here, the traditional alliterative term for the center of percussion on a baseball bat.
Okay, Player 1.
What is a sweet spot?
That's correct.
Yay.
Player 1. In 1962, this Dodgers shortstop stole 104 bases, breaking Ty Cobb's 47-year-old record.
Who is
It's
Maury
Player
Wills?
1. Good. You get inducted into baseball's Hall of Fame in July of 2007. He won 8 National League batting titles during his 20-year career. Player 1.
Who is Pete Pete Rose.
No.
No.
Sorry.
Frick.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? It's Player 2.
Tony Gwynn. Oh, yeah.
Where do we begin, Player 2? An anarchist named Bresci killed King Umberto of this country in 1900.
What is Italy?
Let's hear it, player one. Yes. Player one. Mexico, 1940. Looks like this former number 2 man under Lenin in Russia got whacked, literally.
Who is Leon Trotsky?
Okay, player one. Hey, you're right. You get Brother Ike took a powder as Billy of this family was gunned down at the OK Corral. Player one? Nope.
Oh, it's not her.
Any other questions? Here's what we wanted. Clanton.
Oh, Clanton.
Player one. This soon-to-be saint was killed by 4 of Henry II's men after excommunicating some bishops and barons. Player one.
Who's Thomas More?
No, that's not right.
Flute.
Anyone else? It's player 2. Nope.
Not Thomas Kempis. Thomas
Anyone
Beckett.
else want to hazard a guess on this? Okay, player 3. Player 3, where do we start? Patrice Lumumba helped the Congo gain independence from this country in 1960. He was killed less than a year later.
What is Belgium?
Okay, player 1. You got it.
Yeah.
Player 1, you're in command. The name of this one-celled protozoan comes from the Greek for change.
What is a
It's player 1.
amoeba?
Right. Player 1. Every second, fusion reactions in the sun convert about 600 million tons of this element into helium. Yes, player 1?
What is nitrogen?
Sorry,
No.
that's wrong. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's what we wanted. Hydrogen. Player 1. Edward Doisy won a 1943 Nobel Prize for synthesizing this hemorrhage-inhibiting vitamin. Isn't that special?
What is vitamin K?
Let's hear it, player 1. Yes. Player 1. Of the 3 basic rock types, the type that was once one form but has changed to another due to heat and pressure. Okay, player 1.
What is igneous?
No. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's the correct response. Metamorphic. You again. And I'll hand it off to Jimmy.
On the sunward side of the Earth, these bands are compressed by solar winds. On the other side, they can stretch farther.
Let's hear it, player 1. Correct. Select again. She sells seashells by this location.
What is the seashore?
Player 1. Right you are. Player 1. In Hartford, Hereford, and Hampshire, these windy storms hardly ever happen.
What are hurricanes?
Player 1. Right. Player 1 of these animals sat on a stump, and thunk the stump stunk.
What is a skunk?
Let's hear it, player 1. That's correct. Please, these animals shouldn't sleep in a shack. These animals should sleep in a shed.
What are sheep?
Let's hear it, player 1. Correct. Please. Answer. It's the Daily Double. You are in the lead right now. And the clue. The sawingest saw I ever saw was the saw I saw in this land of opportunity state.
What is Arkansas?
You have maintained your lead. Player 1, Seward's Icebox.
What is Alaska?
Let's hear it, Player 1. Right. We read the Switzerland of America and the highest state.
Switzerland of America and highest state.
Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is Colorado?
Right. Player 1. The birthplace of 8 presidents. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is Massachusetts?
That's
No,
not
it's
it.
Virginia.
Anyone else care to try to come up with the correct response? Okay, Player 2. No.
No, it's Virginia.
Anyone else care to try to come up with the correct response? It's Player 3. Yes. Player 3, where do we start? And I'll hand it off to Sarah.
Though it's called the Star-Spangled Banner State, this is its flag.
What is Maryland?
It's Player 1. Good. And here's the $1,000 clue. The coal state and the birth state of the nation.
What is Delaware? Or no. What is Pennsylvania?
Good. Player 2 is in 3rd place and will select first in the double Jeopardy round, as we always do, right after this break. And we have 2 daily doubles awaiting you in these categories. Through Europe on E90. Moon R's. A side of Kevin Bacon. Death of an author. U.S. history. And word origins. All right, let's get back into this. Player 2 has control. We'll start our trip east on Route E90 in this chief seaport of Portugal. Player 1.
What is Porto?
Sorry, that's...
Dang it.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? It's Player 2.
Coimbra? No, it's Lisbon.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Player 3? That's right, way to go! Where do we begin, Player 3? Let's head to this Spanish coastal city to shop along its Rambla de Catalunya. Okay, Player 1.
What is Barcelona?
Correct. Player 1, a cat wants me to look up its relatives in this capital of Turkey.
What is Ankara?
Let's hear it, Player 1. Answer, 1 of the daily doubles. And you have the daily double clue. We'll stop in Thessaloniki, the capital of this Greek region that produced Philip and Alexander.
What is Thrace?
Second place.
Oh, no.
Here's what we were looking for. Macedonia.
Oh, frick.
Player 1. E90 goes through Brindisi. This famous ancient Roman road, also known as a way, ended there. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is the Via Appia?
Good. We return to you, Player 1. She died on July 18, 1817, after dealing with some pride and prejudice in her day. Okay, Player 1. Player 1. On September 28, 1891, he died in New York City after a whale of a life. Okay, Player 1. Good. Select no amount of electricity could reanimate her on February 1st, 1851. Player 1? Good for you. You get, after October 19th, 1745, he would make no more modest proposals. Okay, player 1? Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's what we wanted. Jonathan Swift. Please, it was this author, not the wallpaper, who went on November 30th, 1900. Okay, player 1? Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else? Here's the response we were looking for. Oscar Wilde. Player 1, back to you. Kevin had to go to space camp before playing the role of Jack Swigert in this film. Player 1? Player Kevin had a cup of coffee in this 1982 Barry Levinson ensemble piece with chums Mickey Rourke, Paul Reiser, and Tim Daly. It's player 1. That's right, there you go. Player 1. Holy triskaidekaphobia. Special effects guru Tom Savini had an arrow shoved through Kevin's throat in this 1980 flick. Yes, player 1? Right you are. Player 1. Kevin could handle the truth as Captain Jack Ross in this 1992 legal drama written by Aaron Sorkin. It's player 1. That is correct. Player 1. Kevin played Ensign Pulver in the TV remake of this 1955 movie. It's player 1. Correct. You get to pick again, player 1. Mercury's period of this is about 59 Earth days. Yes, player 1? Good. Player 1. Photos from Voyager 2 help spot this moon of Uranus that's named for the heroine of As You Like It. It's player 1. Right. Player 1. Saturn's second largest moon. It's named for the mother of the gods. Yes, player 1? Good. Player 1. They're the bright streaks of lunar ejecta flung from an impact crater. Player 1? Yes. Player 1? That's it. The other daily double. You are in first place. So, what's your wager? All right, here's your clue. From the German for rivulet, these trenches on the moon's surface probably carried lava. Congratulations, you're still in first, player 1. Player 1. On August 21st, 1959, it became our 50th state. Player 1? Player 1. In 1963, he spoke of his dream that his children would one day not be judged by the color of their skin. Let's hear it, player 1. Correct. You get it's the period from 1920 to 1933 when alcoholic beverages were illegal. Okay, player one. Right. You get, here's Jimmy.
This U.S. company introduced the first TV dinner in 1954.
It's player one. Good. Player one. Stephen Douglas proposed the act that repealed the Missouri Compromise and created Kansas and this territory. Let's hear it, player one. Please pick. This ground meat sandwich gets its name from a German port city. Okay, player one. Yes. So this wood-eating insect gets its name from the Latin for wood-eating worm. Yes, player one. Player one. This word for a kind of landmass comes from a word meaning to contain. Player one. That is correct. Player one. This highest natural singing voice for women is Italian for what is above. Player one. Good. And the last clue for $2,000. This term for a leading character of a literary work comes from the Greek for first combatant. Okay, player one. Good.
Alright.
Oh, sorry. Player two, you'll not be progressing to Final Jeopardy. We're back. The category for Final Jeopardy today is Before They Were Senators. What are you going to wait? Let's take a look at the last clue. Later a U.S. Senator, in 1962, he made a famous 75,000-mile trip. Did you come up with the correct response? And that will set you back. What did you say? How much do you add to your total with that correct response?
Alright, so I won $25,000.
You are our new champion.
Yay!
Good game. Thank you so much.
We'll wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed your birthday special, Sydney. The next birthday special I do will be for Daniel Monahan. See y'all for it.